प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। So please share the screen, Prabhu. Letter to Kirtanananda, Seattle, 22nd September 1968. My dear Kirtanananda, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated New Vrindavan, 16 September 1968. I am very glad to learn that all the members there are doing very nicely and living happily. I hope that New Vrindavan will give shelter to so many unhappy men of this country, and they will be happy by working there and living there in good association of devotees. Pradyumna and Vaman Dev are very good boys. Keep them very nicely, and they will be very much helpful. I have come here to Seattle last evening, and things are hopeful here also. Yesterday, before coming here, I was talking with one hippie boy. He came to see me in my apartment in San Francisco and was talking that hippies are in search after such peaceful place like you have got in New Vrindavan. And they do not like to live in the cities anymore. So if some of us go and make some canvassing work among the hippies, that the thing which they are searching after is here in Krishna consciousness. And as soon as they come, they will understand. So somebody may be engaged in such propaganda work. Regarding Randy, I understand that he is addicted to heroin intoxication and he is taking some medicine to give it up. But I am sure that the best medicine is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. For the time being, let him take the substitute medicine as he is taking, and at the same time, let him seriously chant Hare Krishna. And I hope he will be able to give up that substitute medicine also. I have got experience. One of my god brothers, he related about his past life, that he was addicted to all kinds of intoxication and he was distilling wine in his village without any license. He was such a great intoxicant. But later on, we found him completely free from all intoxication. Even he was not even smoking and was quite. So everything is possible provided one is serious. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that if somebody is not too much addicted, neither he is completely powerful to give up some bad habits, this via media stage is favorable. Immediately, if he cannot give up the medicine as he is taking, that does not matter. Let him chant Hare Krishna very seriously and he will gradually be able to give up everything. I am very glad to learn that Hari Vilas has given you a pair of Radha Krishna Murtis. So it appears that Radha Krishna is very kind on you because you went to Vrindavan to live there, but circumstantially you could not live there and you left. Krishna has given you Vrindavan as well as he has out of his own goodwill, he has come to you. It is very surprising. So please welcome the deity and install him in a nice throne. I think Vaman Dev will be able to prepare a nice throne. And you have seen the New York deity's dress and process of worship. So you can do it, you can do in that way. There is nothing to be added new. The same principle should be followed. And the deities should always be well dressed in clothing and some ornaments and flowers and incense. The deities should always be attractive. And the more we are engaged in decorating the deities, washing the room, the more we are engaged in Mm, deity worship, the more we become purified. That is practical. Brahmananda is also taking care of my deity in New York, and he's practically experiencing and doing it. So, if necessary, you can take some information from him also. This Seattle city is understood to be very big in area and appears to be very peaceful also because the population is less and they are little responsive also. I I think gradually this center will also grow very nicely. I have sent God Sundar to Hawaii to open a branch there, and I have received letters from London that the six devotees there are prosecuting their regular duty, namely kirtan in the morning and on the weekdays as we do generally, and they are having love feast also, although not in our own place but in different places, and they are searching after a suitable place for our temple. Similarly, in Berlin also, we are hopeful for starting a new branch there. And Krishna Das and Uttama Sloka is a German boy. They are going there. And I have also advised Achyutanand to return back to Germany. So I think 4 or 5 of them will do very nice in Berlin. And the six devotees in London, they will also do very nice there. And I think as soon as they are prepared to take me there, I shall go immediately in Europe. Hope you are well. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Yes, Prabhu, you read the next letter.
Okay, Prabhuji. Letter to Kirtanand, Seattle, 22nd October 1968. My dear Kirtanand, please accept my blessings. Well, I am packing my goods going to Montreal. I have received your letter of October 18, 1968. Yes, when Krishna has given us new Vrindavan, it must develop rest assured. You have got very good engagement by the grace of Krishna. Do it nicely, and your life will be glorious and successful. So also High Graves. When you go to Columbus, take Radha Krishna with you and teach Hayagriv also how to worship the deities. If required, ask Achyutanand and Jai Govind to send you another pair of deity for Hayagriv. Radha Krishna shall be your life companion, and thus you will be always secure from the attack of Maya. So also Hayagriv. The present mode of worship is quite all right. Don't worry. You have seen in Vrindavan, so do follow as much as possible. Decorate the deity as nicely as possible with nice flowers and dress. You will forget all other false beauty. Open the Columbus Center gorgeously along with Hygriv and Pradyumna. The boys will like it. Carry deity with you. Krishna is so nice. He is carrying the whole planetary system as Sankarshan, but at the same time, he agrees to be carried by his devotees as small as devotee can carry him. He is greater than the greatest and smaller than the smallest. His greatness is there even when he. Okay, so letter आता है नेक्स्ट लेटर पढ़ेंगे प्रभु जी आप Okay, and meanwhile, जो devotees would like to read the letters can raise hands. We can start from there. Yes, Mataji. Sutta Barik Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandava Pranam. Later to Shama, Los Angeles, 18 January 1969. My dear Samadasi, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter of January 14, 1969, and I was very glad to hear from you. You have asked me some questions about the functions of sex life in Krishna consciousness, and the basic principle is that it should be avoided as far as possible. However, if it is unavoidable, then it should be utilized only for begetting Krishna conscious children. In that case, the husband and wife should chant at least 50 rounds before going to sex. The recommended period is 6 days after the menstruations period. I am glad to hear that you are helping out in tending the deities. This is very spiritually beneficial engagement, and along with chanting the required number of rounds of Hare Krishna, Krishna is sure to give you all facilities to perfect your life in full Krishna consciousness. In this connection, the recipe for the Charanamrita is enclosed here by uh, Karatiya. Please continue to inform me of your programs in remaining at New Vrindavan. I hope this finds you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami. P.S. I have not heard anything from Hayagriva since he has left. I am anxious to know how far the revision of advanced in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Whenever we announce devotees who are interested, you are the first one. You are very much enthusiastic. You are the first one to raise the hands. Thank you for that, Mataji. Thank you so much for that. Sunita Mataji, now you can narrate.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Chaitanya. Letter to Himavati, Hawaii, 18th March 1969. My dear Himavati, please accept my blessings. I thank you very much for your letter dated February 21, 1969, along with the DT dress. It has come to me late on account of changing places so quickly, and the statement given by you in the matter of worshipping the deity is super excellent. Please continue this system, and Krishna will bestow upon you all blessings. If one attains perfection in deity worship, that is called Archana Siddhi. Archana Siddhi means simply by deity worship one goes back to Godhead immediately after this life. So this Archana Siddhi program is given in the Narda Pancharatra, especially for the householders. Householders cannot undergo strict disciplinary activities of authority. Therefore, for every householder, the path of Archana Siddhi is very much recommended. According to Vedic system, all householders are ordered to keep deity at home and follow strictly the worshipment process. That makes the home pure, body pure, mind pure, and quickly promotes one to the pure platform of spiritual life. The temple is also specifically meant for the householders. In India, in every town, in every village, in every neighborhood, still there are Vishnu temples for the convenience of the surrounding householders. So I am pleased that you are the ideal householder and you are doing very nicely combined together husband and wife. Please do it as you are doing, and gradually Krishna will give you all facilities. Regarding Vedanta Sutra tapes, please ask Hamsaduta to send me the copies of transcriptions so that I can make another tape. If I read the copy, then it gives me impetus to write further. I am enclosing here one copy of letter from one German gentleman. I could not read it. So will you send me the English translation of this letter? And if possible, you can write to him that this letter has been received very late by Swamiji Maharaja. So you acknowledge receipt of the letter immediately. In the meantime, on receipt of the translation, I shall reply. Hope you are well. Your ever well wisher, ऐसे Bhaktivedanta Swami.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Next letter, Bakul Gopi Mataji.
Krishna Pradhan. Letter on Upendra. Letter to Upendra. Tittenhurst, 27th October 1969. My dear Upendra, please accept my blessings. I beg to thank you for your letter dated October 16, 1969, and I have noted the contents carefully. Regarding the Prabhupada's table, from the next year we'll be getting so many books for selling. I have now made a policy that as soon as my books are printed in the press, I shall distribute them in all the centers along as soon as my books are along I with the respect with the respective bills, you will kindly send me the money for the bank account as soon as you sell them. Okay. The money may be sent to me or to the postal president, but I shall, as you sell them, the money may be sent to me or to the postal president, but I shall overload you with books. I am so encouraged to learn of your nice propaganda work in the local schools. Last Monday, we were at the law college, and at least 100 law students were up and chanting and dancing along with us. So there is much potential or organizing the student committees to take part in our movement. I am pleased also that you are decorating your temple nicely, and the more you decorate the temple beautifully, the more your heart will be beautiful. The example is that the more you decorate the original, the more the reflection automatically is decorated. So our heart is the reflection of the original consciousness, Krishna, and the more Krishna and his paraphernalia are decorated, the more this will be reflected in our heart, and we will feel transcendental bliss. I do not know why you write that you were unhappy. You can join me at any time, providing your business does not suffer. You are developing the Seattle temple nicely. If you think in your absence there will be no mismanagement, then you are welcome to stay with me as long as you like. I like your cooking very much, so I shall enjoy nice good foodstuffs. But at the same time, I know that your field of activities may not suffer. Regarding your question, in one sense, both you and Mahapurusha are right. The fact is that after the dissolution of the universe, the living entities remain the slumber within Mahavishnu. And again, when the creation takes place, they are impregnant, impregnated in their original position, and they come out in different species of life by gradual evolutionary process. When they come to the human form, there is good chance of getting out of the process. When they come to the human form, there is good chance of getting out of the repeated birth and death. And no and one can enter into the spiritual realm. But if one loses this chance, he is again put into the cycle of birth and death. The conditioned soul are always within the Mahavishnu form, whereas liberated souls in Vaikuntha, they are engaged in the service of the Lord constitutionally. Every living entity, even if he even if he is in the Vaikuntha level, has chance of falling down. Therefore, the living entity is called marginal energy. But when the fall down has taken place for the conditioned soul, is very difficult energy. But when the fall down has taken place for the conditioned soul, is very difficult to ascertain. Therefore, two case two classes are designated eternally liberated and eternally conditioned. But for arguments, yes, like a living entity being marginal energy, he can't be eternally conditioned. The time is so unlimited that the conditioned soul appeared to be eternally so. But from the philosoph- philosophical view, he cannot be eternal condition since we cannot trace out when we have become conditioned. There is no use of arguing on this point. Better to take care first how we can get rid of these conditional existence. As much as a patient should take care for treating his disease, more and less waste his time in finding out the cause of his disease. Please offer my blessings to the others. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. P.S. I do not think it is a good suggestion that we decrease the number of BTGs printed. If we print the same number of copies throughout the winter month, and if they are not all sold, then the remaining issues may be distributed freely to many respectable men and organizations. This will be good propaganda work. We are not interested to making profit. Our interest is simply to promote Krishna consciousness. So all the centers should not reduce their orders for BTG, but should help distribute them as far as possible. Hare Krishna Pradhanavatam.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much. जी टाइम तो हो गया अभी नेक्स्ट लेटर पढ़ना है या ओके
No, we can do next to do tomorrow. It's already 9:15, 9:14.
जी गुरुजी ओके
Okay. जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।